Okay.
He's like, I'm just drinking the champagne of beer right now.
Okay, so Callie
Champagne.
was at the Electric Lady.
Oh yeah.
Which is what? Is that a strip club?
It's a brothel.
For robots?
No,
Oh.
it's a brothel. And
that is relevant to our earlier conversation.
And Alice is at the Macho Hawks, which is a gay strip club.
Ooh. Maybe I can make some side cash working at the Macho Hawks. It's not necessarily gay. Is it necessarily gay, or is it just like male performers?
That's a fair point. It is male performers.
Okay.
With a mostly male clientele.
Yeah, but I doubt that many male performers would really, shirk at performing for anyone. I wouldn't, certainly.
Is that Rich or Jider speaking?
Why not both?
Hey, he's got to pay for those Pokemon cards somehow.
The Pokemon cards are a money maker, sort of.
But you got to get that initial cast from stripping.
Yeah, that's my plan in game, is to create a collectible card game in World.
He's gonna build enough startup capital by stripping in order to create and market a collectible card game.
Yeah. Sounds legit.
So where are you going?
I thought he decided already.
I don't remember.
I mean, I implied that. Can we go to the what was the second name? Electric Lady and
Macho Hawks.
Macho Hawks. Macho Hawk. Ha ha! I want to be a Macho Hawk.
I mean, you can definitely go to either. It's like noon at this point. They are probably both open. Well, the brothel's definitely open. The Macho Hawks is probably open with the B team.
So I'll look good in comparison.
Well, I imagine the people we're trying to meet won't be, up.
I mean, their leadership, just like what's his face? I'm terrible with names. So like they probably have quote unquote office hours just like he does. So
but they are both high level members of criminal syndicates, so their office hours are probably like. Yeah, he would have mentioned that you're gonna want to go see him tonight.
Okay, so what do we do during the day is the real question.
We can still go to the embassy, give them a heads up that
Oh, I was gonna suggest
stripping.
A
lot of their citizens are
Perhaps Jider should get a job at the strip club.
Ooh, then we'd have an inn. We could split the party, and I could go apply at the strip club while you guys talk at the embassy.
All right, we'll go to the embassy. You can go ask about auditions.
Because I am a performer. I that's a big part of what I am. Question. How did the leader of the Flaming Fists here describe the male-centric strip club? What words did he use?
So that is not a thing in this universe.
What?
The Flaming Fists.
The Furious.
I mean, it is in
the Sons of Dawn.
There you go.
I got there.
I add the in this universe because it very much is a thing in Waterdeep.
No, I got there. It's Dawn,
like
Flaming,
yes.
Sun, Fist. They're right next to each other.
Close.
In my brain.
Okay. What was the question? I got distracted.
How did he describe the Macho Hawks?
He didn't.
He just said it's the Macho Hawks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you having forgotten the name has affected my line of questioning. But I hear Macho Hawk and I'm like, ooh. Sexy birds? Yeah.
I mean, no, he would have mentioned it's a male strip club. That is a fair point. And I would answer any questions you might have about the names of those places.
But he would have been explicit. He wouldn't have said something like, "It's a performance house of ill repute" or something vague.
No,
like
he would have
that.
just said it's a male strip club.
Cool. Then yeah. I don't know. We should go to the embassy though. In all seriousness.
So wait, you're not gonna go apply to be a stripper?
I mean, I will when we get there, but I don't really feel that splitting the party is.
Okay. Are you going to the
We
Jaeger
should go-
Guild
Yes.
first?
Yeah. To retrieve a copy of our contract.
We don't have a copy of our contract
Why would we need one?
because we're on contract.
You don't have a copy of it
Okay.
unless you asked for it for some reason.
Well, I would
But
presume
you don't just have one.
I would assume that we'd have some sort of documentation indicating our mission criteria when we go into an area.
I mean, that was literally the subject of
But
what happened, all the fuck
I
up
know.
when we got to a stack and fork.
yep, yep. Okay, let's do that thing.
Did I not write it down then? Okay, well, it was Birdo. All right, so there's a male halfling just chilling behind the desk. The guild headquarters with Stack and Fork is incredibly fancy because it is actually the guild headquarters. Like this is the guild. So like it's the actual headquarters and not just a guild office. So it's fairly large. It's probably 6 floors. But you walk in.
So this is like the main Jaeger Corps.
It's corporate.
Guild.
Yeah, it's the corporate
headquarters.
office.
Got it.
Is a way to phrase it. Yeah.
Cool.
So you walk in, and I mean, there's a number of people. You take a number.
What number
from a
did we
little,
get?
Take a number. I don't know. Roll D100.
8.
Did you already roll?
No. Wait, did he? Or is he just saying a random number?
I rolled 54.
All right, you're number 54.
What number is currently being served?
32.
Super.
So about 3 hours later, you get helped, and the little halfling and go with a little name piece that says Birdo Fat Rabbit.
So is this kind of like you said, it's fancy and everything, but is it like a union hall, or like I'm trying to just get a sense of like what it would look like? Is it a DMV?
That is an excellent question, and one that I will definitely answer in several minutes when I be right back.
I think you broke him.
It's all those cheese curds.
Well, it gives me a chance to drink.
You just gotta get one of those like crazy straws and just put it like.
Hey,
all the way in.
you guys see Pavlov's tail right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna wait for him to have it up again. I was gonna summon him and then watch him bolt up.
Jider, I think you could have maybe gone to the strip club, gotten a job, worked for an hour, and then made it here by the time we were called.
I mean, yeah, but I had the number.
That's fair.
Also, I presumed that there would be like general public inquiries, and then here's the like registered guild office thing. Like, so we'd go into like the guild business part of it, not the like wait in line with the general populace portion.
I mean, maybe there was. Maybe we weren't. Maybe we were just waiting in line with other Jaeger members, or something. Or maybe they're short staffed today. Everybody called in sick.
I mean, it is a halfling behind the desk.
I was supposed to laugh at that, right, Don?
How dare you?
Oh boy.
That was
Perhaps there was Perhaps there was a general line, and then after we get to the front, we will be split off into a more specific line, and then we'll wait 3 more hours afterwards. Is that not how
I
your
actually
DMV
had to go
works?
to the DMV to get like my license changed over, and it was like literally like a 7-hour wait. Because they only put like 5 people in like the main building, and like it was you take a number and they text you.
Can you guys do appointments?
No.
Oh.
Like it was like that. Like yeah, like I had a thing registered where like, you know, I sent in some info and they're like, bring this printout with your like reference number between these times, and I got there and it's like, yeah. And then even though they don't close till 4, they stop taking people in line at like noon because of how slow they're going. And the first time I went there,
that's insane.
The first time I went there, the lady like could like she's just like, there's no more room. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? We're outside. Like, I need to get this done. And she's like, no one else can enter. What? No, we can't take any more reservations. And she wouldn't explain why. Like, the key thing to know is there's enough people in line that it'll close by the time, right? It's straightforward, but yeah, it took me like 20 questions to actually get her to describe why she couldn't let me, you know, do what I need to do. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really bad.
But it was a full day to basically like go in, take a test, and then like get my eyes checked.
In California, you can do appointments, or you can just go in whenever.
Yeah.
But the problem is the appointments you typically have to make a couple months in advance.
Yeah.
Do you guys do they print your license out there?
No. You'll get a paper like receipt, and then you'll get it in the mail a couple weeks later.
Some states they print them on site, and it's like, here it is. That's seems super nice.
When I still lived in Arizona, they would print them on site. You would just have to wait like 20 minutes for them to kick it out of the laminator or whatever the fucking machine was.
Yeah, I have not spent more than 20 minutes in line at the DMV.
Nice.
Because
the last time I went to the DMV, it was like 5 hours, because in California our driver's licenses expire every 4 years. And and so in Arizona they don't expire until you're 65.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
You could be legally blind and still have a valid driver's license in Arizona. It's a problem.
It's so bad.
I didn't know that. So like, I've been living in California for a couple of years, and it was like, oh, you know, it's like, you're going to need to get your license renewed. I'm like, why? Like, because you need to get your license renewed. And yeah, and it expired like that day. And so the next day I was unhappy.
Yeah, I'm going to need to renew mine here in a couple months. They're trying to get me to set up an appointment. But as I said, I've never spent more than 20 minutes. I have a trick. I show up 30 minutes before they close. No one's ever there.
Asshole.
No, I'm serious. Like, because everybody leaves assuming that they're not going to be able to get in. But it's always that last 30 minutes of the day. There's like a line of 4 people. As long as you don't
specifically keep them late.
No.
Yeah.
They always get through. I'm telling you. Like, everybody assumes that they'll never make it.
A lot of lines like that. If you're in line, you're served. But it makes people stay late.
Okay, so sorry. The answer to your question is about 50-50. So the part that you're in right now,
I don't remember the question, so that answer
very DMV like.
Yeah, we were describing it while you were gone. Talking about our past experiences.
I know. I caught the latter part of the conversation, so that's assumed.
I told them about how I showed up, and they said I couldn't get in line. And then I had to come back and was in line for like 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I made the joke that our 3 hours was just to find out which next line we're going to get into.
No, because it's just this little section. So like you get up to Fat Rabbit. But most of this building is more like the entire third floor is just finance and actuarial sciences. Like they're the ones that came up with the actuarial tables about how much to charge per bandit. From 7 sessions ago. Like,
yeah,
most of it's an office building, but this area
success.
is if you have an actual thing you want to talk about. Here you go. What did you say, Orion?
I said so. They're all just writing that success.
Yeah, basically.
They made those tables up 7 sessions ago, and now they're just kind of sitting around.
No, they already
in
existed.
Their ability to make those
Anyway, so there's this little sign that says Birdo Fat Rabbit. There's this little halfling behind it with gray hair and a monocle for both eyes. And he says, what can I do for you? Just while looking down, shuffling papers and stamping stuff.
We are navigating a potential diplomatic incident and would like a copy of our contract.
Oh, did you fill out Form 87B Alpha?
No, you're the first person we've talked to, so we're going to need that.
Okay, well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over to that line. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's some bureaucracy humor for you. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'll go, God, and he shuffles through some papers. Just fill out this paper. You're going to want to fill out who you are and what you want. And you look at it as just 2 big boxes because I don't know what I'm... so you guys fill out the paperwork and he goes, all right, let me go get that for you. And he's gone for like 40 minutes. And then he comes back.
Wow, that's why the line's so long.
Yeah.
There's only
2
5
people working and he is very slow. And he comes back and says, all right, here you go. Sirs, and he looks at Orion, madam, or looks at Achilles. Have a good one. Do you need a copy, or did you just want to look at it?
No, we need a copy.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. And he goes and he comes back like half an hour later with a copy for each of you and hands each of you a copy. Here you go.
Did he copy it by hand?
Okay. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
All right, so what time is it?
Basic math would suggest it's about 4:30.
All right, we got to run to the embassy.
So you arrive at 4:55. Luckily, it's fairly close because you're just like in the governmental district. And so you go in and you run and you then you see a sign that says it's open till 8. You go, damn it. And so
like we didn't have to rush.
Yeah, what's your plan? What do you do?
I mean, we need to ideally talk with a representative of the Imperial Academy. Like it would have been nice to have gotten Volin's contact, but we didn't. So, shucks.
Kind of why I'm asking, because it's a good idea, but like, how do you execute?
Anybody got background dealing with embassies here?
You're standing at the door. You're like, wait, shit. Now what?
Would we not know how this kind of thing works?
No, why would you?
I don't know, because training.
Training wouldn't train you on how to deal with an embassy of the Empire.
I mean, like
this is a very niche specific thing you're having to do. Training was mostly combat.
Why are we talking to the Empire again?
We're letting them know that their citizenry is in possible mortal danger in case we don't pull this off. We're definitely gonna pull it off, but just in case.
So we need to find the regional bureaucrat.
Orc is letting us do this.
He's just following us around, like.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Presumably, he's just here to make sure that we don't fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I just like, hey, Empire, your people are in danger. You might need to go attack the orcs to get them back or something. Is like,
that's fair. That's fair. This might ruffle some feathers if we walk into the embassy with like a captor of their people.
But it would be proof.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I am a captor so much as a forcible holder.
And the distinction is very large there.
Is very different. Captor has very negative connotation. Forcible holder has very neutral connotation.
So I'm thinking if we go in there with you and we let them know that they were being held, they might look to you to speak for your people. And I don't know if you're prepared to do that.
I mean, that is fine.
You're prepared to speak for? Okay, well, fuck it, y'all. Let's see what happens.
I mean, there is not much to say on the matters, but I am open to speaking on behalf of my people. Sure.
All right, let's find a bureaucrat.
How?
The fanciest looking person.
Is there not like information thing or like a help desk or someplace to direct us? Like it's a big building for bureaucratic headquarters, right?
That looks like they work there, and say, I desperately need to speak to somebody concerning a matter of grave importance involving the Orc clans and the Imperial Academy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys were like out front a second ago, so I was just asking what your strategy was. Okay. Boop. So you find a needly looking fella. Tall, gangly, wearing a robe, thick glasses. And you run up to him and you say, we desperately need, and he just like jumps and throws like 18 papers in the air. He says, oh, jeez. Oh.
I try and catch them.
You startled me. Catch the papers?
Yeah.
Roll me a dex.
I mean, would it be acrobatically?
Not really.
Oh.
I thought of that, but not really.
I rolled a 15.
All right. You're able to grab 15 of the 18 papers out of the air. So that's pretty good. And he grabs the other three. Oh, what do you want?
Get it together, man. We desperately
You startled me. What do you mean, get it together?
This is a startling matter we have.
It's not. Just calm down. You need to lower your voice, sir.
Excuse me, sir. We urgently need to speak to somebody regarding a matter of life and death involving the Imperial Academy and the Orc clans that could result in an impending war. You should probably go find somebody important to talk to us now.
We haven't.
I didn't really follow any of that. I sort of got distracted. I'm sorry. Do you say something about the Imperial Academy of Sciences?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's like level 3. Hold on, come with me. And he takes you over to the just like receptionist. And he's like, hey, where is the Imperial Academy of Sciences people? And sitting behind the receptionist desk, is a female human.
Yeah.
And there's a little sign. What?
Sorry, never mind.
And she says, "Oh, that's floor 3. You're gonna want floor 3. You're gonna take the elevators over there, up to the 3rd floor, and then you're going to turn left, then right, then right, then right, and then right. And you should get to you should get there, okay?" And the male kind of looks at you and says, Did that answer your question?
You got a room number for us?
Oh, Yeah, it's room 17B. C, D, room 18, room 19, 20, 20. What? So this is why I sort of just told you vague directions. So there's like 14 rooms that they own, but like you'll start to see signs.
So it's rooms within rooms.
What's this Needly guy doing right now? What are you doing right now, Needly guy?
What seems mean, but I'm going to the bathroom.
Not anymore.
Currently?
I mean, no, not currently. I was in the process of trying to go to the bathroom, and then you startled me, and then... No, never mind. So what did you need?
Come on, we'll find the bathroom on the 3rd floor. You're gonna show us.
Turns out I don't need it anymore, but I do need to go home now, so...
Does anyone have prestidigitization?
Oh, that would be sweet. Do you?
What?
No.
Wait, yes.
Oh, well, all right. Then I'll take you up to the 3rd floor bathroom where you can prestidigitate me.
Oh
do I actually? No, I didn't. I went with Druidcraft instead.
I feel lied to. Okay, well, I mean, at this point the damage is done, so I guess I'll take you up there before we leave. But
that's
like,
gross.
I'm following the same directions you are, so I don't know how much help I'll be. I work on floor 5.
Oh my god.
Please don't yawn.
Sorry.
All right.
If you have any questions about Magitech, I can answer those. Cool.
How does it work?
But...
Well, okay. So, are you really asking? Because, like, I love this stuff.
Does he smell?
Yeah, he's starting to.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my little magical things to make a better smell and hand it to him.
I mean, technically, I could do that with Druidcraft, because I could.
I'm making potpourri over here, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
so you give him some potpourri, and he just like shoves it down his pants because he doesn't really.
It's
know what
okay.
to do
I
with
don't
it.
need that.
Okay, thanks.
Not getting that back.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I can create a harmless sensory effect, like a smell.
mean, yeah, okay.
I
don't really need you to cover up what happened. I just need to go home. You're like, did you actually want me to talk about Magitech, or are you just kind of egging me on?
Later, we should have an in-depth conversation.
I'll be honest.
We should have an in-depth conversation later about it, because I'm super curious.
That works. Well, I'll be on floor 5. If you just go up the elevator and go out the door, and then make a left, and then a left, and then a right, and then a right, and then a right, you'll get to my office. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Bertram Wallace. And he like reaches out to shake your hand.
Was it the one he put in his pants?
Yes, it was.
I shake it.
No, that's a whole lot of not shaking that hand. It's a whole fucking lot of nope.
Okay,
Bertram Russell, we are the Diamond Dogs of TBD, and we think you should go home and get new pants.
I would agree with that assessment. And he turns around and walks away. Rude. He's such a nice boy, though. So are you going up to the 3rd floor?
Yeah, let's go get hopelessly lost on the 3rd floor.
All right, everyone roll me a survival check.
Wait,
He said to make a bunch of rights, correct?
It was like left, right. It was
I could have sworn it was all rights.
No, it was 2 lefts. There was definitely 2 lefts and then 4 rights.
Yeah, because the 4 rights don't make any fucking sense, because you just end up, you just make another left.
It depends on how far you travel.
Yeah, it's not like 4 rights around a block. It's 4.
So there's 4 on this survival check.
So what I'm learning is that
I got a 7.
Spiral, and that's how we're getting out, because it keeps getting longer.
I got a 7.
What did you two get? Bob and
Survival?
Achilles. Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I don't even want to roll.
Gotta roll, man.
3.
I don't roll.
So the three of you get out of the elevator and you're like, all right, we're going right. And Bob's like, no, I'm pretty sure it started with a left. And then
I'm pretty sure if we put our hand on the wall and just keep going, we'll find it.
No,
you guys wander around the floor for about 15 minutes before noticing a sign that there's a floor map that shows where all the different stuff is. And eventually you're able to follow the "you are here" dots to arrive at a series of offices. So think like any sort of doctor's office you've been to that's part of like a bigger office building where there's just like you go up to the floor and then there's a fully like closed off glass door area that you go into to get into. Here's our office and here's a reception desk and there's clearly other offices off of this like block thing. And that's what you find for sort of the hub of the Imperial Academy of Sciences. And no, I need to update this. Oh, okay. There is a gnome sitting at the reception table.
What do your fucking random race tables look like?
Apparently they're very gnome and dwarf heavy.
So,
as Jider
or
had stated,
in just
they
this,
are short-staffed.
Yeah, I was gonna say in this city, every bureaucracy is just short-staffed.
Must be this tall
there's
or
a
shorter.
little name thing that says Appleby Boondiggles.
Boondiggles?
Yeah, Appleby Boondiggles.
Where are you getting these names from?
I don't know, but I all of a sudden want.
I made a
want
random
Blake.
D20 table of names and races a long time ago that I just roll on when my players want to talk to an NPC that I just like had no way of preparing ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I need to update it though because there's only like 5 left. So it needs refreshing. But you talk to Appleby Boondiggles, and he's like, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
A deep voice for a gnome.
That's racist.
No, it's sound
Is it
acoustics.
accurate?
You are small.
That's all right. What can I do for you?
Recently, like yesterday, was the beginning of an Imperial Academy of Sciences expedition into Orc territory.
Yes, I'm aware. In fact, I see that you've got Orkgood with you. Oh, hail and good to see you again. And Orkgood says, "Da, hello."
You could have helped us find this guy all this time?
I have never been here before.
Oh.
Okay.
You
so,
knew who was in charge.
Mr. Boondiggles.
I have met Appleby. He was the secretary of the guy who was in charge.
Oh.
We're going to need to talk to that guy, whoever was overseeing or
things have gone horribly wrong before we got here.
Yeah.
For the record.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't really want to talk to me like Orkgood mentioned. I'm just sort of the receptionist / secretary.
Got that.
Let me go get Hobart. He's the one you're gonna want to talk to. And Orkgood says, Hobart is the one that we talked to. He came out.
That name sounds familiar. Have we heard that name before?
Wait, it is. I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
If I did, it means
that was
I
out
didn't
of
cross it off
character.
my
Sorry.
table. Yeah, if you did, I didn't cross it off my table, which could
I
be
don't
a
think so.
mistake on my part.
I think it's
Hobart is a very common name.
Yeah,
You
it's
say so.
plausible that there's a second one on here, but there's not.
I believe 20% of the population's name is Hobart.
So
I have no data to back that.
Okay. Well, to continue this train of tiny people, Hobart is in fact a halfling.
I just imagine like the desks in this building are just like major fucking trip hazards for Jider.
No, actually, they're
I
full
imagine
sized.
that's why
They're like
everyone's so
normal
small.
sized desks. He's just up on a really tall chair.
That's a failure. I figured they would hire all small people to save on space, which would save costs.
No.
I mean, it only saves space on vertical savings. I don't know if that's...
Which you wouldn't want to build a building around.
Yeah, plus, presumably, they are an equal opportunity-ish employer.
I mean,
We do know that the city's very progressive.
Sorry, I'm just recording this. Yeah, so he goes off and he comes back with a halfling that's got like dark gray hair tied back in a little wolf bun. Wearing just a really fancy suit. And the Hobart says, "Hail and well met. What I understand from Appleby, Ortguth, hey, there's been an issue?" And Ortguth says, they stole a thing.
No, we didn't steal a thing.
Not us.
No, that's absolutely not correct.
They were with the people who stole a thing.
No.
People stole a thing, and now we're going to kill them.
Yes.
Well, that part's true. That's
and Hobart's like, okay.
They is a very general term.
Let's go back into my office, and you can sort of explain from the beginning. And he takes you back to his office.
And we explain from the beginning.
Go for it.
Yeah. So when we got to orc territory, we were immediately captured by a marauding band of druids.
Oh dear.
And when we were brought to their.
Actually, I do believe that the story starts a little bit earlier than our involvement. Ortguth, maybe you should describe to Hobart where from the beginning.
Their people and your people, they came to the place early and then they stole all our stuff. They stole our secret relics. And then they came back and we said, "Hey, you came back. We're going to kill you now in retribution." And they said, "Oh no, it's not us." And we went, "Oh, that seems unlikely, but my lady tells me to give them benefit of the doubt, so we are here now."
Actually, that was pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah,
obviously, they described the first group though looking different than the second group, so it's fair to say that the groups are not the same people. So then it would not be us by their own.
It is your people. It's not literally you. It is your people. But they came early and they were like, "We're gonna come early and take your stuff."
They claimed to be our people.
Claim. There are people only in the sense that if you consider all humans to be this, or all non-orcs to be the same people.
No, I consider people from Imperial Academy of Sciences all the same people, and that's what they said they were.
They were dirty, rotten liars.
They were lying.
So Hobart, as you can see,
I do not know this term.
You don't know the term lying?
I am unfamiliar with the concept.
Okay.
This would explain a lot.
I'm holding up 3 fingers right now.
That you were holding up 2 fingers.
Can't see anything.
That was a lie. I told him that was not true.
Why would you do such a thing? That just seems incorrect.
You're not wrong. But
you were
so
wrong.
They can steal something and you blame someone else. That's why they did it.
Deception. Illusion.
This makes sense, and I am upset by this revelation.
It would only make sense that somebody had to be lying if we are saying it was not us and they said that it was us. One of us is incorrect.
I assumed you were incorrect. But also, it does not matter in this case because you are with them and therefore we would kill you. So you being correct or not correct is largely irrelevant. And Hobart steps in and says, "Okay. All right. So let's take a step back from the killing because..."
I literally take a step back.
Well, actually, we need to not take a step back from that because Volan, Dean, Thomas, and the rest of the expedition are currently being held captive. Well, yeah, captive, pending accountability.
I have been clear on this. I prefer the term forced holding. Forced holding.
They're being
forced holding with the implication of death.
Detained.
There is no implication. We will kill them if you claim they did not do the thing.
So Hobart, we are the team that TBD sent alongside them, and we were able to talk to Bagrak and Orguth here in order to work out a deal where if we could prove it wasn't them, they wouldn't die horribly. And again, I'm unclear of this, but you do eat them afterward, right? That is a thing. That's not just...
Are you what? That's
I believe that was an assumption, but
that is a
understandable
very
one.
weird assumption. Of course, we do not eat them. We stuff them and turn them into pillows.
So what do you do with the insides, though?
I mean, we get rid of them. We burn them. They make good fuel.
Okay.
So you do not waste. That's good to know.
We like to use every part of the moose, where the moose in this statement is you.
Did you ever figure out what kind of animals?
Fair
are in the
assumption.
area?
What kind of what?
Animals.
No, I forgot to.
Okay.
Rabbits.
It's not relevant right now.
It's moose.
Vultures.
Moose,
Deer.
apparently.
No,
Not many.
I've heard of moose. They do not actually hear.
I mean, moose are a big deer.
It's simply a term we learned from our sister tribe.
The moose tribe.
So Hobart, if we can prove that it wasn't actually the Imperial Academy of Sciences, and we can retrieve the couple of key artifacts that were stolen, all the people from the Imperial Academy of Sciences don't die and get turned into pillows.
Yes, that seems like the optimal way for this solution to be resolved. Utgert, what's up with that? Why are we? I mean, we had a deal. Why are you kidnapping them? Like, I understand this whole, like, there were people and they stole stuff, but we didn't. So what's up? Well, we had the agreement. You came to us and you were like, we want to come under your place. And we were like, that seems like a bad idea. And you were like, no, it'll be fun. And we were like, well, okay. And then 3 months later, you came. And then you took our stuff. And now they are saying it is this thing called lying. And I do not understand it. And now my entire worldview is shook. And I do not trust any of you. So I think I will go back and just tell them that maybe everyone is liar and we should go back to being isolationist.
Whoa. That's Orguth, we have never lied to you.
I know. I just learned what lying was. Also patently untrue because he said he was holding 3 fingers and he was only holding 2 fingers. That is lie.
Okay. Other than that, we did not lie
about that. So how do I not know he lied to me about everything else?
We had to get across the idea of lying to you.
That was an example lie, not a real lie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a real lie because he said a thing that was not.
Yeah, but like
I have to agree with him.
It was not a hurtful lie.
Yes, your friend agrees with me. You lied.
I have to agree. You don't know who's lying.
That is why we need to prove that we're not lying.
I mean,
so that you can punish the right people.
Well, yes, but I don't know that you're not. I'm so confused.
Don't you want to punish the correct people?
Wouldn't you feel bad?
You're confused.
I need to be alone. And he turns into a raven and then flies into the window.
Like through the window or just
into the window because they don't have windows and he doesn't understand the concept. So he's just unconscious on the floor now.
I go heal him.
He gets up and then he looks around and he goes, I do not, why? And then he like puts his hand on the window. What? Is this a lie too? He's north to outside and he's lie. And then he turns into a raven and flies back and it's just a raven flying around the office block now. And then Hobart is like, that could have gone better.
But it could have gone worse.
Could it? So like,
I had a similar experience a few months back.
So
I mean, he could have turned into a giant elk and then just stampeded us all. Like, so like, Should probably take the win on the crow thing.
He might be able to hear you.
I think he's too busy trying to figure out how to get out of here, which we should probably help him with. But for now, so like, what's the plan?
Well, for right now, I want him to flap around the room until he gets tired and too tired to run back to his people and just kill everybody. So that's what we're going to work on right now.
You know he can still
After
hear
that,
us.
I don't really.
He's flapping around, right?
No, he's like well, he's not in the office with you, so maybe.
Oh, he's flying around the building? What?
He's flying around the office block.
Oh, the
Like,
block.
he
Got
flew
it.
off
the
out
office.
of your office.
I thought you meant office is in this room rather than
office block
in, like,
is in. He flew
Yep,
out
got
of this office and is just flying around all the offices trying to figure out how to get out.
I understand.
Because everything's a lie, including doors to the outside.
We're gonna let him flap around until he gets tired and is maybe a little less cranky.
This building is nothing but a maze.
You did just. Oh no, wait, that's wrong voice. You did. You just told him it was about lying, so like that'll take a while. But anyway,
Yeah.
what's the plan after he tires himself out and doesn't murder everyone?
So there were two relics, a sword and a shield of a great Orcan hero that were specifically stolen that we're trying to retrieve. We think it was brought to the city, but we don't have any great leads. We got like a little underworld lead, but it's not, I don't know. Mostly, we just wanted to let you know that if this all goes tits up, you know where your people are and can maybe do something about that.
We would also be appreciative of any information you might have regarding other groups that have come into the area that might be related to this.
Yeah, we need a little bit of local intel here.
Okay.
The Sons of Dawn don't like it when we just start picking fights in bars looking for people.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, we like that one.
Yeah, okay. I can try to put something together. Why don't you I need to do things. So why don't you guys come by like tomorrow afternoon? And I'll have done those things and maybe have a better response to this situation than whatever's happening right now.
Okay, look, on that
God.
note, we have assurances from their leader that they're going to be fine until.
Yeah, I'm gonna part of the things is going and getting my own assurances. Like what? Okay.
You probably should do that. You should definitely do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You guys can leave. I'm gonna just come by tomorrow and we'll. Oh God. And he just goes to his desk and starts looking through the paperwork.
All right. So I guess we got to go find
looking for the forms to fill out.
So I walk over to Hobart and ask, does anyone ever purchase artifacts from the Imperial Academy?
I imagine so. I don't really have direct knowledge of it. Like I literally just probably. Like it's sort of just me and Appleby here. And we really this is the first time we've really done anything in like a couple years. So I'd really like it if everyone didn't die and I get fired.
Oh, we'd like that too.
Yeah,
very much.
We would not like. Yeah.
Most people do not.
I'm glad
like to
you
be
guys
fired.
care about my job too.
Well, we're part of the everybody that would die.
Or get fired. It's basically lose-lose for you. That's fair.
No, it's a lot of bad. We got to finish the job and we got to do it well. Or I don't know. I guess if we committed genocide, we could probably call the contract a win.
I don't know that I would recommend that course of action. I feel like that would still look badly on me.
We'll call it like Plan G. way down the list.
I'd rather not code that with letters. I'd rather just like that wasn't a plan anywhere in our pocket.
That's fair. That's fair. I got you. That'll be the secret plan.
That's still a plan. Like generally, genocide as a plan is not a good course of action.
Oh, I get you. I get you. What plan?
I don't.
I'm getting the bureaucratic thing. It took me a little while to get around to it. I'm not used to dealing with all of this like subterfuge. Normally, we just come out and say the things that we're trying to say. But yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys can leave now. Please don't let Orkuth die. Or whatever is happening, like please solve his existential crisis.
Yeah. On that note, do you have any like nuts or birdseed in the desk? We might.
I mean, he's like, still. Do you not know how shapeshifting works?
Really?
Well,
like he's not literally just an animal now. He still has
because he doesn't know the animal language, so clearly he's
I think he's in
animal.
like a panic state. So like maybe.
But birdseed is not going to resolve his panic state.
Hey man, sometimes a walnut can turn a whole situation around.
That's words
I
to live
agree.
by. Fair point.
It's what I make my magic balls out of.
Well, then you have some. Awesome.
What is this?
They will explode.
I have work to do. Please leave.
Okay.
And at this point, Appleby sticks his head and says, "Oh, hey guys, whatever your voice was, it's gonna be this now. I don't remember. So I'm Appleby, or yeah, that's right, I'm Appleby. I should let you out now because he's yelling at you to leave, and that seems like a good time to leave.
Appleby, we're staying at this inn place. I don't know.
I swear to God,
the one that's been damaged.
I don't remember what it was.
But I'll tell him where we're staying, and we're coming back tomorrow afternoon, like Hobart said. But if anything comes up, you can find us there.
Okay, I'll do that.
One more
and
question.
If you find our arrow-riddled corpses just in an alley somewhere, tell Kyle Haynes with the Sons of Dawn.
Okay.
It may be scimitars.
Oh, probably scimitars. Yeah.
What were you gonna ask?
Hobart, this archaeological dig, how did it initially come to be? Who started it?
They did. Somebody, I don't know, somebody Volan, and he looks through his paper. Volan Reed wanted to get it together with a couple of professors. It looks like contacted me to negotiate with Orkuth and Bagrak to try to get us in there. So I went out there with me and Appleby, and we negotiated the terms and the times and everything, and then we came back and figured out like accommodations and whatnot.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go try and chase down Orkuth.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Is that just the noise of what he's doing right now?
Yeah. Flap, like a pigeon stuck in a...
I can hear Brian do that like a second before he hears, so I'm hearing an echo. And
I have...
Sounds realistic.
That's fun. I have absolutely nothing for calming. Well,
yeah. So what are you gonna do to catch a raven?
I've got a fistful of gerbil jerky. I was like, come on.
I mean, it's a person
come on.
as a raven.
It's still a person like you gotta be.
I've been told gerbil jerky is delicious.
If you'll calm down, we can lead you out of here probably eventually. Just like
I use Druidcraft. I use Druidcraft to create a mesmerizing light display to distract his attention away from acting crazy.
Is it a very soothing display?
Yeah, it's soothing and it's like Hypnotoad minus the like bass.
Roll Enya.
What's that?
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, so it's an 8 plus your are you proficient in Enya?
Yeah.
Calming tones.
Yeah. I mean, that's performance.
I'm going to use my whatever it is called the magical tinkering and make a static sound, like white noise. Just
he starts to calm down. Jider starts singing.
That sounds a little
white
less
noise happening. And it's
John,
very
perhaps your drum will help.
And eventually he calms down and then turns back to himself. It was I want to leave now.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave. But
We'll try.
You know what? That was like a big ordeal we all just went through. Let's go get some food. Let's go sit down. Let's get a meal. Let's get some water. I mean, you gotta hydrate after flapping around like that. That looks exhausting as shit. I only got arms. Like, deep breaths, deep calming breaths. Here, I'm gonna hold up the bag of gerbil jerky. Here, try some of that. That's good.
After doing that like 10 times, he reaches in subtly and grabs one. So you guys go downstairs and you walk outside, and he immediately turns into a raven and flies off.
Ah, son of a bitch!
Well, we lost our babysitter. Now we can
shoot
cause
him?
some trouble.
No, we shouldn't shoot him, Achilles.
Worth pointing out,
I
he
could
doesn't
throw
appear
my
to be
javelin.
flying in the direction of the orc encampment. In fact, he doesn't appear to be flying in a particular direction at all.
Gotta get some.
Why is he panicking so much? I don't understand this.
I mean, like
His world was destroyed. I can
you
understand.
called the question. I don't know. Orcs contain multitudes. Okay, I don't fucking know. I'm not an orc.
Bob, I think you destroyed his psyche.
Yeah, I don't think he'd ever. I don't think he'd ever been lied to before, ever.
Or at least not.
I mean, he'd been lied to several times. He just wasn't aware of it until now.
From his perspective, it was the same thing.
Yeah, but from the truth perspective, we care about one of those lies.
Yeah, but from the how it affects him perspective, the only that matters.
There are many realities.
Yes.
All right. He knows where the inn is, probably. I figure we go back there, we get some food, we eat, we hope he comes back, but if he doesn't come back by tonight, we'll go and we'll check out your Hunga Hunga Flaming Firehawk or whatever the fuck that was.
Macho Hawks and the Electric Lady.
Yeah.
Only name I'll ever remember of any place.
Okay. He doesn't.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna check out the Macho Hawks?
I'm gonna put down money for a few more nights.
Okay.
So I just put a couple of gold down for us, for the five of us.
You're just reserving the room for a little while?
The room, and then like if he comes in and needs a meal or a drink or something like that, there's money on bill already.
Sure.
So I'm gonna throw 5 gold at the overall thing, and then I can get change later.
Yeah.
Probably not. We're gonna break shit. But
And the bartender's like, please don't.
I'm just trying to cover the bases.
I mean, you definitely I'm making you pay ahead of time, but please don't make me use it. And then you guys are going to the Macho Hawks?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we all going to attempt to be strippers or only Jider?
Whoa. We haven't gotten there yet. I need to see how I stand up physically to these other specimens. And whether or not my epic performance skills will make up for the difference.
Okay. So